G'day guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we break down the charts every single day. So if you like money and you like crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what I would do to get rich if I was starting in crypto today. So guys, I've got a little bit of a slideshow prepared. So firstly, why are we in crypto? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm here to make money. Now, some people, you might say, the technology, peer-to-peer decentralized currency, that's cool. But 99% of us want to get fucking rich. So how are we going to do that, guys? And why? Well, money brings opportunity, right? Because we're all competing for the same thing. Everyone's competing for that house, that car, that 10 out of 10 wife, right? We all want that same thing, and money is a tool that can allow us to achieve those goals. And unfortunately, a 9 to 5 isn't going to do that anymore. I think the average Australian house price is almost $1 million, which is absolutely insane. And if you want to be able to afford that, then crypto is going to be your best shot. So guys, why working a 9 to 5 doesn't work anymore? Well, just have a look at this chart. In 1985, you can see the average salary was $23,000 compared to the average house, which was 83. So that's about a 4x, right? So if you saved up for about 4 years, you could buy a house if you had very little expenses. Now, I don't even know the maths on that, but I'm guessing roughly off the top of my head, that's maybe an 8x of the average salary. So it's just extremely unaffordable for people in our generation to be able to buy a house. Most people like our age will never be able to buy their own house, and it's just going to get worse and worse. And that's because of inflation. So why does inflation occur? Because the government keeps printing money, right? Inflation's, I know in the US was about 9.5% about a year ago. It has come down a little bit, but the thing is, true inflation is probably closer to double. And the reason for this is because they manipulate the numbers. And how they do this is whatever they use in the calculations that's high, they simply take that out of the equation. So let's say, right, coffee has doubled over last year. Okay, cool. We're just going to exclude coffee from the equation when we calculate inflation to make the numbers look better. And that's what the government does. That's why we know that when the government says inflation's 5% a year, we know it's way higher than that. Petrol's gone up way more than 4 or 5%, and it's going to continue to go up. Now, inflation, it benefits the rich and it steals from the poor. If you own $100 million in cars, your cars are now worth $300 million. But the people who save fake dollars get wrecked, because as they print more money, your dollar gets devalued, right? And that's why everything costs more, because they're stealing from the poor, aka us, who are saving dollars and not assets. And we get wrecked while they print fake money. And that's why you need to invest in assets that are scarce and have fixed supplies. That's why gold is good. If you look at the gold chart, it's always gone up, right? That's why housing has gone up, because it's a scarce asset, right? That's why I like cryptocurrency. So, firstly, you have to understand where we are in the cycle. Now, crypto's here to stay. It's not going anywhere, but it's been following the same 4-year cycle. Now, this is a good chart here that I like to compare the market cycle. Now, you can see that Bitcoin has already taken off. Now, I was telling you guys 9-10 months ago to buy here. The best time to buy was 12 months ago. Since then, what have we done? Well, we've been in a bull market. It's already started, where we've been seeing higher highs and higher lows, and you can see this by the trend. Constant higher highs and higher lows, and that's what you get in your typical bull market, right? And luckily, we're still early and there's still time, because even though Bitcoin has put in all-time highs, the altcoins and the rest of the market lag behind. Now I'm expecting Bitcoin, it's at around 70k right now. I'm expecting it to hit between 150 to 200,000. So we still have a long way of this bull market left to go. But the altcoins, if you look at the chart, it has not hit all-time highs yet because altcoins typically lag behind. And this is where the opportunity and where the money is going to be made. So we got to figure out which cryptos to buy. Now, there's thousands of different cryptos to choose from. And you want to firstly figure out how much money you want to make and how much you have to invest. Because if you have $10,000 and your goal is to reach 100,000, you only need to get a 10x to hit that goal. But if you have 10,000 and your goal is to reach 1,000,000, then you need 100x, right? So you're going to have to invest in some riskier plays to get that. Now, what I like to do, I like to have a diversified portfolio. So I'll have my high caps, which are very safe, some mid caps that take on a bit more risk, and then some low caps as well. But you want to diversify your portfolio, and you want to pick cryptos from different sectors and different narratives. For example, AI has been extremely hot. If you invested in AI coins, you've absolutely made a killing. Now, is that narrative going to continue through this bull run? Likely. But we're also going to see new narratives as well. And we don't know what the next hot narrative is. And that's why it's good to have a diversified portfolio so that you can hopefully nail one of these next major coins. But guys, you don't want to spread yourself too thin. And what do I mean by this? Well, if you have $1,000 to invest, you don't want to put $100 in each coin. Because let's say one of them takes off, right? All right, you've done a 50x. But you only had $100 in it, so you didn't make much money. Have a decent amount so that if your coin takes off, you can at least do some damage, right? We're here to make money, so don't spread yourself too thin. Now, I'm going to go to CoinMarketCap for a second, and we're going to have a look at some coins. So, firstly, Bitcoin. This is the granddaddy of crypto. Now, do I like Bitcoin? Do I think it's going to do well? Yes, I do. But do I think there are better investments? 100%. And the reason for that is because its market cap is already $1.3 trillion. So for Bitcoin to double in price, its market cap has to double, which means we need to see another 1.3 trillion injected into Bitcoin, right? So never look at the price of the coin, look at the market cap. So to work out the price of the coin, you divide the market cap by the circulating supply of coins. So that's why Bitcoin is worth so much, is because there's only 21 million. It has a very small supply, where other coins like, for example, XRP, which I believe has 100 billion tokens, that's why it's a lot cheaper. And for example, even like Toncoin here, it's worth $6, XRP is 50 cents, but XRP has a higher valuation because its market cap's bigger. All that this means is that Toncoin has less coins in circulation compared to XRP, which is why its coin is worth more. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Now, we want to do some damage, right? So I'm expecting Bitcoin to hit 150 to 200,000, right? So that's you might double to 2x your money on Bitcoin. That's not going to really change your life. Ethereum, with its recent ETF approval, we could be looking at a 15 to 20k Ethereum. Now, ETH is already almost $4,000. So if it hits 20k, you're only really looking at a 5x return on your investment. So we really got to invest in some coins with smaller market caps if we really want to do some damage. So a few coins I like, out of the high caps, XRP, if you've watched my videos before, is my pick of the bunch. Otherwise, some other coins I like NEAR as a layer one. It's trying to be the layer one for AI, which is something I love. ICP, Render is good. I'm not going to explain all of these coins. For me, really, the sweet spot is when you get outside the top 100 and you start looking at some of these mid to lower cap coins, that's when you can really start to make a lot of money. And if you guys want to know exactly which coins I'm investing in and the coins that I believe are going to make you the most money this year, you can purchase my top 10 coins for 2024 for only $149. But if you purchase it this week, I'm actually going to drop it down to $100. So make sure to get in, and let's get on with the slideshow. So guys, the next thing you have to do is you have to have conviction, and you need to ride the ups and downs. Now, why do I say this? Well, markets are driven by the emotions of fear and greed. Now, Warren Buffett is one of the most famous and successful investors in the world. And he had a famous quote, which was, "Be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy." Well, what does he mean by this? Well, often when you're like, there's a lot of FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, or doubt, a lot of negative news about a particular project or stock, that's quite often the best time to buy, because you're buying that asset at a discount. Whereas when something's been skyrocketing in price or had record earnings, that's quite often a good time to take profits. So don't be greedy, guys. Now, we're in crypto for a reason, so we want to have conviction in our bets. Now, these markets, they're going to play with your emotions, so don't be paper-handed. And for newer investors, majority of the time, you want to do the opposite of what your emotions are telling you, because these markets are going to try to trick you. You're going to see the price drop 20%. You're going to be feeling fear. You're going to want to sell. That's quite often the best time to buy, especially in a bull market, because in a bull trend, dips are buying opportunities because you see higher highs and higher lows. So you want to be very mindful of that, and mindful of the emotions that you're feeling, and not let it control your investing, and you want to have a strategy. So guys, next step is you want to have a profit-taking strategy and stick to it. So just take profit, guys. If you make a lot of money on a coin, don't be greedy. Take some money off of the table. Now, I got in pretty close to the top, so I got in here, but I dollar cost averaged all the way down on this dip, and by the time we got this second run up, I was massively in profit. I think I was up about 40k, but I got greedy. I didn't take any profits, and I rode it all the way back down. And this same thing is going to happen again. We're going to get our massive bull run and our blow off top, and then we're going to go through a bear market. And if you don't take profits up here or along the way up, you're going to regret it when we go into our bear market, and you're going to have to wait another 4 years for this next cycle, because Bitcoin can retrace between 70 and 90%. That's all of your gains gone. So what you want to do is you want to have a profit-taking strategy, and you want to dollar cost average out of your position, because no one knows exactly where the top is going to be. So the best thing you can do, the same way with dollar cost averaging into the market, you want to dollar cost average out. So my strategy I'm doing is I'm going to cash out in 20% chunks. So for example, when Bitcoin hits 125k, I might take 20% off the table. If we go up to 150, I'll take out another 20%. If we go up to 200, another 20%. But here's the thing, I don't know where the top is going to be. You could be waiting for a $200 Bitcoin. If you're waiting for Bitcoin to hit 200,000 and it never hits that 200k mark, and it reverses and goes into a bear market, you haven't made any money, right? So let's say, right, Bitcoin goes to 150,000, take 20% out, right? But you think it's going to go to 200,000. Well, if it doesn't get there and it reverses at 150k, at least you've got something to show for it. So I hope that makes sense, guys, because I don't want you to make the same mistake that I made last cycle in not taking profits. Now, one thing I am going to do as well, guys, is I am going to keep just a 5 to 10% moon bag for the long term in case things do go crazier than I do expect. But besides that, guys, those are my tips, and that is my strategy of how I'm going to make millions of dollars in this bull market. Now, obviously, the more money you have to invest, the more money you can expect to make. And if you're just getting in now, it's not too late to start buying and dollar cost averaging into some of these smaller altcoins that haven't yet taken off yet. There's still a lot of money to be made. But guys, if you'd like to purchase my top 10 picks for 2024, or if you'd like some one-on-one coaching, message me on either Instagram or Twitter. And besides that, I'll see you guys next time.